Well, there's me thinking I'll get down here for 11 o'clock and the clock's fast. You bastard. So I can't be doing it at... well, I'm out on my ride anyway. I've been out for a few minutes trying to get here. Just to prove a point, it's 11 o'clock on Saturday the 1st of August. My ride for Sync the Planet, and I can't even sync the cameras. Oh, good morning again, people. There we are, Saturday, sunny. It's doesn't it? And the Suzuki. Is that enough S's for you? Oh, one more S. Stealth 2. So this is the first attempt at trying to record with this. Well, not necessarily the first, but you know what I mean, you get my gist. So my first mini review of the Stealth 2 is as follows. So if you wanted to run with an external power source, you'd either have to get another one and cut lumps out of it, whether you could do it, or just run without the rear hatch, which don't sound good, especially if it's wet, you know, raining. You wouldn't want to get water in the back of your camera now, would you? And would the SD card fall out, or micro SD card fall out? Who knows? So that's one negative, possibly a possible negative for me anyway, because you can't change a battery. What you're going to do when it's dead, you know, unless you stop somewhere for a while and charge it up with a battery bank. Okay, that's one of them. The other one is remote control. It doesn't come with a remote. You dare. You dare. Cheers, buddy. You can sync it to your normal Ghost S remote, which I have done. But in doing so, it just flashes white. The buttons on there flash white, whether it's recording, not recording, whatever, white. That's great. You've got something to show you, but without looking at there to see what's happening, or wherever you mount it on the bike, you're not going to know. Now I did try. It says it's supposed to be able to sync one, you know, so both cameras will start simultaneously, stop simultaneously. But once that remote is programmed to that, it will not work with the head cam, even though it's its original remote. That takes over all the functions. It don't work. And I thought, great. Now they do a clone mode and another sort of mode where you can have one remote doing various cameras. But I found when I tried that once, every time you turn the camera off and restarted the camera, you had to reprogram the remote. Now that's alright, maybe not a problem, or maybe it is a problem if you need glasses, as you say, if you're optically, whatever the word is, fucking optically challenged, you know, you've got to carry lots of glasses everywhere to try and see what the hell you're doing off, and in sunlight you can't always do that, like you can't always see your mobile phone screen. So that's a bit of a downer. I do have other remotes. I do have a spare remote, which I could possibly use to that, but then that means you've got to have a remote for that, a remote for this, and if I have a camera down there I need another remote, and a camera back there I need another remote, because it's too technical to do this clone mode bollocks, you know. I can't be arsed. So that's a bit of a downer, I think. It probably can be done. Others are more genius than me. But I say I tried and give up. And once I had it programmed to that, even after turning it off, turning the remote off and restarting it, it wouldn't work with its original camera. So I had to reprogram that again. Which was fun, as usual, but I was indoors, right? Now this camera does have Wi-Fi facility, and I've got the Drift app on my phone, on my iPhone 5. Oh, I'm not that posh. And I got it to work indoors fine, and I thought, oh, this is alright, I can do it. And you can change the settings of the camera via the phone. But when I put this on here for the first time, and I wanted to just check the angles, it wouldn't bloody work. It wouldn't sync. And I'm outside at about 10 to 11 on a Saturday thinking, come on, sink, you bastard, sink. Or sorry, you know, connect. You wouldn't bloody connect. So if that's wrong, it's my fault, I don't care. I think the field of view is, the field of view on that camera is a lot less than the Ghosts, etc. I don't think it's adjustable. I think it's 120. Back off. As opposed to, was it 170? Oh good, that lorry's turned off. It's hassling me. So that's another thing. It does 1080p. You could do a 960, 720. Now I don't know if all the frame rates are 30 or if one of them's 60. But I've got it set to 1080, same as the Ghost S, and most others are set to 1080 at 30. So that's my initial thoughts anyway. There's two other things I want to mention today. And it took its time, but I've eventually got to 400 subs, then dropped back to 398, then got to 400 subs again. So, hello! Any newbies that may have joined, and goodbye those that have left. I find what gets the best views are reviews. So one day I've set about doing a review on my ownership of a GSR750 Mark 1 and Mark 2. As you know, I've had two of them. They're not perfect, but reliability wise I've never had an issue. Anyway, so that's the only problem I've had with the two GSRs, was I had to replace the fan. Although it done the fuse, it had cut the motor up and you could get it going, but you had to flick it round, and that's not on, is it? And the other thing I must mention is big news. Big news. My neighbour, angry biker, his sister has just given birth to a baby, so that makes him an uncle, Uncle Martin. So congratulations to her and her young man, Tyrone I believe it's. I've never met the guy, but I've lived next door to him. I think she was born basically, so she's in her early 20s. A baby boy, healthy as far as I know, no problems. Everyone's over the moon, so congratulations everybody. Becoming uncles, nans, aunts, brothers, well no, we're not brothers and sisters, but you know what I mean, nephews, nieces, and all the family. Bless. Some good news in this world, eh? And what a world to bring it into.